What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition to the LPTV Disney Morning Show with Kyle and Doobie. Just like it says down there, my name is Doobie. I am the co-founder here of Laughing Place. Over there is our managing editor, Kyle Burbank. How you doing today, Kyle?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I am doing okay. I had a busy night last night. I was working on a project that I'm so anxious to show you guys, and I don't know if I'm going to have it ready before Benji has to get out of here, and I really want to show you guys, although no one's going to be as excited as I am about it. But anyway, enough about internal LP. Let's get to the money. Kai, it's been too easy for you lately. So within a dime, what is the Disney stock price right this second?
84 flat.
84 flat. Let's find out if you're right. Oh my goodness. Kai, this is why you are money at 30. You are now 9-4, even though I made it hard. Congratulations. And Disney stock still floundering. All right. Ethan, is he back? Is he dry? Is he ready?
He's back, yeah. The storm has passed and he's ready to rock.
Good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know, he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed that ain't hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I want to make her mine. I'll play along with the charade. There doesn't seem to be a reason to change. You know, I feel so dirty when they start talking cute. I want to tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that? Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will give a literal warm welcome to San Francisco with sunny skies and a high of 84. Walt Disney World will hit a high of 88 today with a triple-digit heat index. Then, scattered thunderstorms may move into the area in the evening and night. Castaway Cay will be partly cloudy today and top out at 92 degrees. Disneyland Paris has rain on the radar for the rest of the night. This is keeping things cool with temps in the lower 60s. Tomorrow, Tokyo will be partly cloudy and make it up to a high of 91. It will also be a bit breezy.
I'm breezy.
But humidity will still put the real feel just shy of 100. Shanghai will also be partly cloudy tomorrow and make it up to 86. Surprisingly, that will only feel like 90. Last but not least, Hong Kong is in for a stormy one tomorrow with showers likely to begin in the early morning and hang around all day. At times, heavy downpours and high wind will also be possible, so keep an eye on the sky. And that's it for another LP weather report. Later today, we'll be live from San Francisco, so be sure to ring the bell to be notified when we go live. Bye for now.
No, Gio, he did not do that. You're right. I do not like Jesse's girl. I'm not a big fan of that song. Who sings that?
Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield from General Hospital. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, ABC right. Star, future Disney legend, Rick Springfield.
I'm not sure about that. He should be. He was a good friend of mine. So we're going to get to San Francisco, which is opening today in just a moment. But first, let's just do a quick update on a different.
See how Ethan has to spell San Francisco.
So now I want to see the bouncing ball below Ethan with it done exactly how you spell everything. Okay, before we get to San Francisco and a lot of stuff going on there, we're actually going to have a guest from us who's actually been there, kind of, sort of. And we are going to talk about the food of San Francisco, as well as other foodie stuff with our Vice President of Food here at Laughing Place, Rebekah Mosley, the pickiest people in the world, talk about food. But before we do that, let's talk about a different part of Asia. Kyle, I know you were on top of this story yesterday.
Yeah, Shanghai Disneyland has broken ground on a third resort hotel. It's going to be about 400 rooms. I believe they described it as deluxe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be on the shores of Wishing Star Lake. And so they have the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel and then the Toy Story Hotel, which is apparently much larger. It's like 700 something rooms. And then the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel is like, I think 425 or 450. So this will be the smallest of the three, but yeah.
And it will yet to be named, but it will pay homage to Shanghai's unique early 20th century architectural legacy influenced by Art Nouveau architecture and design. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Disney Wonder, right? Art Deco for the Magic, Art Nouveau for the Disney Wonder. Yeah.
That's how they only have like 3 different styles that they use. The famed arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts movement. That's right. Which I got to see. We went to Yosemite and we went to the hotel. It was cool. All right, let us bring on Rebekah. Oh, the Shanghai. Jeremiah, what are you doing watching today? I almost asked him to be on today to talk about the tribute store, but we've got so much going on with San Francisco and food. So, Rebekah, you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here she is, recovered from her spinning around Toontown, Rebekah.
No, not recovered.
Rebekah Mosley. My wife, how you doing, honey?
They didn't tell me that thing not only spins in a circle, but it also kind of rises and falls and rises. It's like a mini little Himalayan. It's brutal.
I know. I wish I would have thought ahead. I'd have that here.
No, you don't, because I would be instantly nauseous. You'd see me turn green. Match the colors over here.
All right. So the big news happening in the world of Disney today, I think this is safe to say, is a brand new land is opening at a Disney theme park. Nothing bigger than that ever happens other than the entire theme park opening. San Francisco Square, Disney California Adventure. Look at the bridge, no scaffolding. It's quite beautiful.
It's really pretty from this angle.
And the land has been closed for so long, so I think people will really be excited to return to it.
Wait, I got to go back. It's really pretty from this angle?
Yes.
And other angles?
Not as much.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you were intentionally doing that or not. So
it feels from other angles. I find the design is a bit disjointed and seems kind of oddly scaled in comparison to each other. And it may just be because I'm so familiar with the footbridge and its look, for all these years. And then you put the structure on it, So yeah. So like I say, this shot right here is its most flattering. It's like that distance does wonders, or the cheese filter they put on celebrities as they age when they're on film, that kind of thing. But I'm excited for the area. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for the area. I'm especially excited to see what it looks like in the evening, because they kept talking about the way it would kind of transform day to night. And so, it's harder to envision what that will be like. So I'm can't wait for that. I guess our team will be there today to get their own shots on the ground and to share with us what they have discovered. But
hopefully tonight too. I mean, you make a good point about them hyping the night of this, and we haven't really seen much of it. So our guys are covering that as well. We can get some great night pictures down there. So yeah, you being the only one of the three of us to have seen it in any state, even though it wasn't quite complete. So appreciate having your opinion. You also, though, have been able to try the food, a lot of the San Francisco food. So do you want to kind of talk again about your thoughts on that?
It's an exciting transition for the area. I mean, you've still got the bread bowl, but now they're bringing in the flavors of Asia to these dishes. So you're going to have a curry beef in the bread bowl, but you're still going to have a clam chowder available, but they're using an umami season to kind of, bring in that aspect. That's also where you're going to find Aunt Cass Cafe, which had previously been where you would get your Bodine bakery goods. They're still going to be there, but they're adding on these other elements. That's also where you're going to find your noodle salads. One of my favorites was the chilled soba noodles were a great variety of textures and flavors, really refreshing, because that, I find that park is really hot. California Adventure, I find it hotter than Animal Kingdom. That's just
nothing is hotter than Animal Kingdom.
I know, but that's because the lack of shade for me is more intense than shade with humid.
Doobie, do you know what soba noodles are made of?
What?
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
Okay.
Yeah. Buckwheat noodles. And then the fluffy cheesecake. I saw on Twitter that went yesterday, that by the late in the day that some people weren't able to pick up the fluffy cheesecake. So if that's something that your heart is set on, maybe pay attention to your app early in the morning, because this is a mobile order location, so you can place those orders early. Starting tomorrow, this location is going to have a Mickey Vampire Bat sourdough, so that's exciting.
So we showed the we also
Baymax?
have a Baymax bread, not bread bowl. Although I think that's a missed opportunity, but they do have a Baymax sourdough. That's
It could be a
pretty
bread
cute.
bowl. Just cut it. It's a bread bowl.
And then also debuting presumably today is Baymax, and you got to meet him, right?
He was adorable. The interactions with him were delightful. His eyes blink. Hero was perfectly in character as well. So yeah, that photo location is open, was available to be seen, and there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there. So if you're a big Hero 6 fan, keep your eyes peeled, because there's a plethora of nods to the franchise there. And by the way, the Baymax zipper too. And don't forget about that, man. You can, it's fun.
I'm excited to see it. I'm so behind. I haven't even seen the new Toontown, and now they've opened up yet another new land. I'm not going to recognize the Disneyland Resort. Can I get down there?
This one, okay. So in fairness, though, this one is going to be far more recognizable to you than Toontown. Toontown, I mean, that was like renovation. The trolley tracks are gone. There's this new fountain. Like if you were to close your eyes and walk around the land, you'd bump into stuff that it's there that wasn't there before. Whereas this is pretty much the same, just
Really?
new.
This is unrecognizable to me. Where is this in DCA?
Well, you can tell one had to close and one didn't, so that tells you what you need to know about the
new signs, new paint, more Japanese lettering, that kind of thing. So,
Hey, Rich. Nice to see you as always. Thanks for joining us here.
So we should clarify, Baymax, I don't think he's been at DCA before, but he'll be debuting at his new area, but he's appeared at other parks before.
Yeah.
Rich is our pal, travel agent over at MEI Travel, who we recommend for all your Disney and even non-Disney travel needs. They're very good with cruises of all sorts. So MEI Travel, our partner here at Laughing Place, and Rich Ostry, who comes in and watches a lot of our live streams. We appreciate that very much, Rich. Okay, so again, San Francisco, we've got a live stream coming from there. What time, Kyle? Later, so 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. live stream,
yes.
4 p.m. Pacific. So
Nice.
Stay tuned for that, and also stay tuned to our Twitter, our Instagram, as we bring you pictures of the brand spanking new, never before seen land at Disney California Adventure.
I thought Benji was telling you not to do something, but he was just correcting your nomenclature.
What did I say?
X.
No. Even on their shares, it says X, formerly known as Twitter. So I feel I'm okay still saying.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying, I thought I saw him do this, Tokyo Disneyland is very particular about photos, so I'm very used to seeing this or this from them. That means don't. And so when I see Benji do this, I'm like, oh no, what do we say?
They don't let you take pictures in Tokyo Disneyland?
They do, but there's just certain things where it would be totally okay in America. I feel like they don't want to tell you the difference between flash photography and no photography, so they just, when in doubt, tell you not to.
By the way, check it out. So here's my handy dandy little Disney app. And then I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll. And look, all about San Francisco right there. Which, by the way, I keep wanting to add an H to, which it doesn't.
San Francisco S.
And so it's an interview with the art director. And you can learn more about in your app, in your MDA.
That's useful. That is very useful.
Yep. You have to scroll a bit, though, so be prepared. Underneath your Magic Band info, underneath your PhotoPass.
One thing Disney gets right is tech. So recently, Rebekah, we're going to stay in the realm of foods for a little bit. You got to get I wouldn't call it a preview because it's been open for a bit, but you got to sample and check out the new Jazz Kitchen at Downtown Disney. So you have an article that went up on Laughing Plates yesterday. I'll go ahead and put a link to that out there. But you want to talk a little bit about your experience seeing and sampling?
Okay, everything was extremely tasty that we got to sample. What they did was they designed a progressive dinner. They started us off on the balcony, and then they moved us into the upstairs room that's known as the Queen's Room, and then over to the opposite side, which is the sunset room, and then we concluded on the balcony. So it was a nice evening to get to see and also sample what's been happening at the now called Jazz Kitchen Coastal Grill and Patio. You will still find that New Orleans flavor there. However, they've lightened some of the dishes. They maybe not so much of the heavy creams and that type of New Orleans cuisine. They're bringing in the elements of California, the colors of the sunset. They've got in this sunset room because they put a big mural on the west facing wall. Rather than the windows that were there. So I'm assuming that will also help with that room's temperature. So as well as making it really beautiful. This drink was served with an Empress gin, which is a botanical gin. So it's a very flowery drink, but it is and it has this egg white foam on top. Very Instagrammable. If you enjoy floral beverages, this is for you. It was a little bit a little too floral for me, but I enjoyed it. I preferred. They had another beverage here. The other problem was I was working, so I didn't want to drink all of it because it's a gin. So I just took a few sips. As with our dessert of the beignets, they gave us frozen hot chocolate and icy mint juleps that were non-alcoholic. I guess as the evening happened, what really struck me was this desire to bring that coastal aspect, that California aspect, into the New Orleans Jazz the New Orleans Jazz Kitchen. It had previously been a really authentic. You felt like you were stepping into the French market, and while you still do have that flavor of New Orleans, they are trying to embrace kind of what Californians are maybe more interested in as well. So you'll still find that signature jambalaya, which their executive vice president described as, we could put it on the back page of the menu and people would still find it. People love our jambalaya. But they have expanded and enhanced their grilling options there. And so you're going to have exquisitely grilled meats that have kind of a dash of that New Orleans flavor to them. I really like the way that they were plated, and that those heavier sauces, I could bring as much into each bite as I wanted, rather than feeling it was smothered in those creamed sauces. So like I say, kind of embracing the idea of the California diet being a little bit on the lighter fare side, but yet not losing those bold flavors of the New Orleans cuisine. One of the other thing that I learned was a lot of the staff at this location have been there a long time. The executive chef started there as sous chef 20 years ago. And, to me, if you have a location that has that kind of longevity among your staff, that really says a lot towards the leadership of the place. And it helped me to better understand why the place had this kind of family, even though it's a large, in some ways franchise, because Brennan's has so many restaurants, and downtown Disney itself, so many different locations, but yet this location still had kind of that family feel. So I think that, is in part due to that longevity, because all the staff there have that bond. And that's one of the things that you and I have always loved about our visits to Disneyland is just that seeing the same people over the years. It's, it's got a little bit of that hometownness within this massive metropolitan greater Los Angeles, Anaheim area.
Amazing that Disneyland has that more than Disney World, considering the physical location with geographical location, but obviously Disneyland's much smaller. So our roving reporter, can you come in and give us the breaking news? All right. It's big.
It's big if you went to Disney Springs just to get a cookie, like wait 3 hours to get a cookie. Gideon's Bakehouse, according to Instagram story, is closed due to an AC issue. As I say, it's a rough scene, friends, and we are sorry. I will update you as we try and move mountains to fix it quickly. So
wow.
get the.
Johnson
I just feel
Controls
bad for
better
the
get
people.
out.
Like it's already a hassle to get a cookie from there. Like that's.
Our
And,
thoughts are with the people in line at Gideon's.
and this is,
Steakhouse.
and my reminder to everybody is Google Maps. There's a bakehouse maybe an hour away. So jump in an Uber, go get your cook. You know, if you're only in Central Florida for a short period of time, check it out, see how they're doing. You can get a Gideon's Bakehouse cookie before you depart from Central Florida, even if the Disney Springs location is closed.
Fantastic advice. I've still not been to Gideon's Bakehouse. Everything we're talking about today, I've never done. I feel so left out.
Well, I like
Okay.
the idea of going back to Jazz Kitchen, a California-themed eatery in California. I wonder if that would work for like a whole theme park, or like a California theme.
So let me
Go ahead, Juby.
let me ask you in all seriousness, as much as I can. So we have ripped the new decor of this place, at least the exterior, to shreds for taking this big bombastic New Orleans whimsical feel and just turning it into what I saw as a white box. So having been there, having heard the story, having actually been inside, maybe you could just give us what are your thoughts now on the redo?
Okay, in a vacuum, totally hold true to what we all were saying. Oh, we missed the ridiculously large, oversized saxophone that instantly let us know this was a New Orleans location. However, you have to look at the totality of what's going on with Downtown Disney. It fits in with what Disney has been doing on each of the storefronts, right? We lost that ridiculously oversized chef guy who hung over the front entrance of Naples. Build-A-Bear, when it shut down, right? The cuddly little bears that had been on the exterior, they're not there anymore. We are now losing those oversized goblets of bougainvillea that never came in. With Rainforest Cafe, the jaguar and other, critters, so within the reality of where the vision for Downtown Disney as a whole has gone, I totally get it.
So what you're saying is everything sucks.
Yep. Yeah,
And it's spreading to Fort Wilderness.
They've moved away from the kitschy, what I would consider kind of that kitschy, bombastic, greet you at the doorway with who we are, and have gone to this. But I do appreciate the color palette, to be honest. These sunset colors of the orange and the pink, it's very inviting, and the location itself is much more upbeat when you walk in. Before, for me, it kind of was the less elegant aspects for me of that New Orleans look. And so now this feels much more modern, like much more updated. And yeah, so there you go. That's
yeah, I was actually going to say, Gio, this started when they took away Dinosaur Jack. And I'm like, this is Dinosaur Jack. It's step one to just changing everything. And now look at where we are.
No more Dinosaur Jack, no more burger invasion.
You
no
still
more
have the
Route
Route 66 bathrooms.
Yep. All downhill.
All downhill. Just a boring place. Okay.
Oh, but the food was good. Oh, and okay. And I have to come in with one other thing. We have endlessly mocked Beignets Express. Okay.
Expressed.
Whoa.
What?
I was going to say the name of it.
Yes. The name and the icon and the logo. But now, having been there and understanding that this had previously been a grab and go kitchen where you could get kind of smaller portions or grab and go realizations of popular New Orleans dishes. Now it's focused solely on beignets, and they are embracing this kind of new aspect of beignet eating where it's the glazed or the so you can have all these different flavors. So we actually got to try their bananas Foster beignet, which are this banana rum glazing. So it's like a beignet, but yet bananas Foster in each bite. It's wonderful. And so now I understand they're going with expressed as in various expressions, right? You're going to have your coconut cream, cookies and
then they should have gone with beignet expressions.
So yeah, right? Yeah. So it's like, because I was thinking just purely the notion of extruding, right? Because I know that it's a fried dough. So yeah, so I'm a little softer on it. I still might have gone
Soft enough to
I'm still
squeeze.
not
It
100%
works.
on board, but you know.
It works three ways: the expression, the extruding, because there's stuff inside the beignets. Plus, it's fast. It's like the
Well,
walk-up
no.
window.
These beignets are not filled. The ones with Tiana, they were filled. These are not filled.
So how are they expressing their beignets then?
They're expressing it like a theater kid.
They're not having different flavors and stuff?
Yeah, they are, but it's the glazing. It's not interior, it's exterior.
Pretty short-sighted. I hope they fix that.
No, it's good. It's better. I mean, it's good.
They should just.
Not everybody likes the gooiness of a filled donut.
Well, not everybody needs to eat the beignets either. But Kyle, you want to play our intro?
Yeah, as soon as I find it. I'm gonna sit here and wallow in it.
My biggest regret of the evening
holiday
was I
one.
skipped the frozen hot chocolate, and it sounds like it was incredible. Everybody was raving about it, and I didn't try it, and I was upset about that.
It's just called frozen chocolate. It's called chocolate.
I can't believe you didn't play that, Kyle. That you're capable of that. All right, we are going to talk about.
Gotcha. I was like, I did
intro.
play it, but you mean
I
actually?
clicked the little button. I played it. I clicked that little button.
Hello, Kiki and Luca. Hi, Sonia. Thanks for joining us. We are talking food right now. We've been talking about the opening of San Francisco Square at DCA today, but now we're going to look at the foodie guide to early Halloween treats. I don't know why they say early Halloween. It's been going on for almost a month now at Disney Springs and Walt Disney World Hotels. So, Rebekah, our food expert, tell us what we're looking at. What do we got?
I'm not sure. Hang on.
Oh.
Let me pull
All
it
right.
up. Why don't you want to?
There's an eclair and a dome cake.
I am so sorry. Yeah, this is the Jack Skellington eclair, pumpkin cream eclair, which is a pumpkin cream eclair. There is a Sally eclair, which is caramel chocolate, an Oogie Boogie cream puff, which is a cream puff filled with cookies and cream mousse and topped with whipped cream. And nope, that's not that one. A Mummy Mickey Mouse dome cake, layers of peanut butter milk chocolate, mousse, chewy caramel, peanut crunch, and dark chocolate ganache. Oh, no, not ganache. Glaçage.
Ooh,
Glaçage. I don't even know what glaçage is.
sounds French.
Yeah, well, it does because it has one of the little upside down question marks under the C. Is that what are those called? Those are the little hats that circumflex. And we have the gauche accent and the grave, I think. But I don't know what the upside down question mark is called. If anyone knows, let us know in the chat.
Well, I'm still just trying to find the link so I can help.
Probably
Oh, I just
something
sent it to you in the private chat.
Oh,
This
okay.
glass,
So-
whatever, is ice cream. So it's probably something in that realm.
So Kyle, this not being savory stuff, you're not quite as picky. Anything here look good to you?
Yeah, I mean, all of it's fine.
No.
I have no objections.
Does it at least look good? Because the big thing with these Halloween things is the visual.
Yeah, I will say that dome cake is probably not nearly as large as you think it is. If is it a full size or is it a mini one?
Yeah, it's the size of your head. No, it looks mini to me. I mean, it's Mickey, obviously, but it looks mini.
Now, but these are from the patisserie.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
at
alright.
Disney Springs.
I think
there are-
the Maleficent one that isn't pictured. Oh no, that's it right there. That sounds the best to me.
Yeah.
Vanilla chiffon, caramel, shortbread crumble, and milk chocolate mousse. That sounds good.
Okay. Moving on to the next group. Thank you, Disney, for collaging these. We have, you know what these are, Rebekah?
Yeah, we've got a candy corn chocolate piñata with Donald Duck. So that's white chocolate piñata with pumpkin spiced marshmallows and crisp pearls. These are all at the ganachery. Let's see, we've got some Mickey. They call these Mickey chocolate piñatas. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. These are caramel ganache chocolate skulls. So this is a dark chocolate. It's a 65% dark chocolate with a caramel ganache. Kyle, are you a dark chocolate fan?
Yes, dark chocolate over milk.
How dark are you willing to go?
In the realm of 70.
Yeah, Doobie one time
No.
brought me home a dark I forget what was it, like 80. So it was like 85 or something.
I
It was
tried a
like,
90 one time, a Ghirardelli 90, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is just like powder.
right. That was exactly. That's what I told you. I go, yeah, no, this is a little too dark. Don't go quite this dark next time. Let's see. We've got a Hitchhiking Ghost chocolate chiller. This is a chilling blend of 3 chocolates, malted milk, and cream. Is this an acceptable level of decor on a beverage, Kyle?
I'm okay with it. Yes, if I can see a path towards being able to consume it, I'm okay with it. Although I will say I'm not a fan of malt.
What?
Malted chocolate? No, I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, Whoppers, they feel weird to me. Don't like them.
And then lastly is
Okay.
a collection of Haunted Mansion portrait bars. Yeah, these are simple ganache bars, raspberry, salted caramel, chipotle, passion fruit. So there you go.
Chipotle.
This is all way too fancy, and those skulls are disgusting. I'm sorry, that should not exist. Plain simple, should not exist.
I like it.
No, you're wrong. Okay, let's get to some beverages and stuff. Sort of.
You can get your drink on over at Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar, a witch's potion, vodka based, also adding some gin. That's available over there. Right here, we're looking at the cinnamon pear cocktail. It's the Captain Morgan spice rum, pear nectar, lemon juice, cinnamon, simple syrup, and garnished with that cinnamon stick. Okay, this sounds really good to me. What about
Would
you?
you drink through the cinnamon stick like it's a red vine?
Oh, that'd be a little
Yes.
That'd be earthy. Marketplace Snacks is going to have the mini waffle sundae, chocolate soft serve, that bubble waffle, orange sauce, chocolate cream cookies, otherwise known as Oreo, candy corn, and chocolate sticks up out the top. So cute. Nice purple.
Kyle, candy corn, yes or no?
Yes.
All right, Rebekah, candy corn, yes or no?
I love candy corn.
Yes. All right, we have 3 decent people on this show. All right, a lot of stuff is coming to the Walt Disney World Resort hotels too. Looking through here, a lot of it's not new. But one item I did see that is new is right here, and this is coming to us all the way from Topolino's Terrace, Flavors of the Riviera, which I still think I haven't been to. Have you been there, Rebekah? Topolino?
No, I haven't yet been there.
Yeah, me either. This is an apple tart.
But that's not what this is, by the way.
It's not? Did I get the wrong one?
Yeah, this is actually the pumpkin hazelnut chocolate swirl cheesecake. It's at Primo Piatto. It's a pumpkin cheesecake with the hazelnut chocolate swirl, vanilla whipped panna cotta on the side there, and then a milk chocolate pumpkin coin, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Is this
Well,
the
no,
apple
I'm not
tart?
sure. I'm not sure I'm right. I'm just
No,
guessing I'm right based on
That's got the chocolate
script.
coin
Yeah, I'm wrong.
and the
You are
panna
correct.
cotta.
Yeah. Okay. Now there's the panna cotta.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I
So
think I
that's-
was right.
All this food.
I think no. I think you're. I think
We're solving this
try
mystery.
again.
I think I'm right.
I think you. I don't think you're right, but go ahead.
So what is this? What do you think
Because-
this
okay,
is, Doobie?
this is what I
I'll
think
be
this
the
is.
judge of this.
Yeah, no, I think Doobie's right and I'm wrong. That's a
Praline noisette.
Yeah,
I see a noisette there. Apricot jelly and chantilly cream.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm going with the Doobie's right on this one. Rare.
yeah. Nope. I pulled the wrong one up. No, I did. I linked the wrong description with my dessert. You're right.
Yeah, our descriptions are below. So, and then over at Old Key West, Saratoga Springs, I'm just looking at new stuff here. The mini pumpkin mousse, caramel, dolce crunch, and chocolate decor. Is that a food decor? Anyway, that's new as well. And that's about it for the new stuff at the resort. So all of this stuff looks like at the resorts comes on early September, and lasts through at least Halloween, some quite a bit later, especially if it has kind of a Thanksgiving-y feel. And the stuff at Disney Springs seems to be coming early September as well.
And by the way, continuing this flavored beignet dynamic over at Scat Cat Club, they're gonna have a cookies and cream dusted beignets, those Mickey beignets. They're going to do cookies and cream dusted and a marshmallow cream drizzle. So they're giving them kind of a creepy Halloween-y look this time of year. So passing that on to
cream. I'm a huge sucker for that.
For cookies and cream?
No, for marshmallow cream.
Oh yeah, marshmallow. It's just a drizzle though, so don't get your hopes up too high. Just a drizzle. And I'm so glad the cookies, the Whoopie Monster's good back. That is a sugary sweet delight that I adore.
That is all for our food stuff, but I'm gonna give Rebekah a curveball. Do you have time to stick around?
Sure.
Okay. Then I'll ask you to stick around if you don't mind. Oh,
Yeah, sorry, got distracted by the amazing drink that's coming to Boma.
What? You can talk about it.
They're calling it it's a margarita with a float of Cabernet Sauvignon. And that's just very interesting to me. I've never heard of that. So that was, and it's pretty to look at. It's by the Monster Whoopie, if you still have that up on your page.
Monster Whoopie.
I'm sorry. All right, I got way distracted here. All right, let's go to a different story that is still food related, and this is Marvel, Kyle. So this is you, buddy.
Oh yeah, so this is in Brooklyn or somewhere in New York, right? Where they turned a piece of the McDonald's into looking like a McDonald's from 1982 in collaboration with Loki, the series 2 coming up. It looks like Sylvie must work at a Loki, at a McDonald's on the show. That's why they have the sweet and sour sauce as featured on Loki right now. But yeah, this one, I was born in 86, so I don't 100% remember like this, but I remember elements of it.
I'm like, if I had seen these pictures, I'm not sure I would have known this was a retro McDonald's. This is just McDonald's to me. This is how I grew up, and I don't go enough to realize they've changed a lot since then.
You go weekly for what are you talking?
Drive-through.
You still see the building.
This is inside, like this. I mean,
act like I don't know your schedule.
This is not what it looks like inside. This is when they used to have people take your order.
Without the menu though on the wall, I would have thought this was a Burger King.
Really? Because the coloring on the wall there,
yeah.
It almost, that one there, it almost looks like there could be like an orange tile in the middle that's more like Burger King, but it's actually just the red and yellow, I guess. But there's something about the light, because the shadow of the menu darkens the top one, so it doesn't look like they're the same color. We solved it.
Yep. But initially, I
miss the old costumes. I miss the old costumes now that I see it.
I think they're just called uniforms, but
do they really?
I would imagine so. They're not cast members.
McDonald's cast members.
McDonald's. I don't think I'm putting on my McDonald's costume. I think I'm putting on my uniform
Kyle,
to go to work.
Are you young enough, Kyle? Are you young enough to have played in a McDonald Land playground with the Big Mac with the
characters, the Mac cheese and stuff like that?
Yeah, and you could climb up the tower and then be in the little hamburger.
I'm also old enough to have played the McDonald's Nintendo game, the NES game, McDonald Land. But yeah, no, I've definitely been in the...
Wait.
And I live in Arizona, so you'd have the experience where sometimes they have that little piece that goes outside, and the temperature difference between right here and right up there, very different.
I saw a TikTok, and it's the second time I've seen it, saying trying to track down the McDonald's NES game. Is this like a thing that you're aware of?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Grimace has been getting a lot of run lately, so maybe that's brought up like a whole like McDonald Land resurgence or something.
Can I share my favorite McDonald's memory that might be just a little bit embarrassing to you, Doobie, but at the risk of our son, but to you, because you were the parent?
I don't know what it is, so go ahead.
I got a phone call one time because Doobie, when Gideon was getting a little too big for high chairs, thought it'd be kind of cute to still let his son get in the high chair, and he got him stuck in there. And I had to come with my tools and take apart the high chair to help get our son out of the high chair at the McDonald's.
In hindsight, I should have called the fire department, let them do it, videotaped it, and gone viral.
But nope. Instead, I got a phone call.
12. No. He probably was 8 or 9 at the time.
He was too old to be in a high chair, but not too old to not think his dad was not to question his father,
Dewey's
saying,
Why am I
thinks
getting,
they
get
still
the
look
high
like
chair.
that,
It'll be
although
cute.
he was there at least 4 years ago.
why am I getting the blame for this? He got in the high chair.
No. As I recall, it was totally on you. Totally on
At least
you.
I didn't get in it. That would have been. All right. Over at Disneyland, further solidifying our claim that there is more Haunted Mansion merchandise than anything else.
If only there were another evidence of that too. Yeah, these are going to be available for Magic Key holders, right?
Yes, Magic Key holders, September 4th through 28th, Monday through Thursdays only at Disneyana at Disneyland Park. So a different card released each week. Let's see, available while supplies last. They've got to put that in there. That means there's going to be lines, even though I would bet that they're not going to run out. But don't trust me. One per Magic Key holder per lenticular card. So those are pretty cool. I want to open a review tab. Better view of those. Right there. It's kind of an interesting style they've gone with. So Eleanor Audley. So now I need to read more because she is the voice there. Really interesting. Definitely something for pass holders.
Yeah. Something you will see on eBay.
Let's see. Since we've got Fanboy here, if he has a moment, do you, bud? I believe I call him Bud. I don't call him Bud. Do you,
Wow,
boy?
that was very chubby.
I know. Okay. Let's bring on Fanboy and let us talk about the latest attempt to sue Disney for cost shifting stuff from Disney Plus otherwise. You want to just give a kind of overview of what's going on there, Ben?
Yeah, so they were moving titles to linear distribution to help kind of offset the cost of it being on Disney Plus. The first major notable example of this was Mysterious Bending Society would premiere on Disney Channel the day before, and then would air on Disney Plus, which meant Disney Channel took some of the load, which they all these streamers now do all the time. It's been sort of become practice. Disney is also changing how they report, so it doesn't really matter. Disney's case would be it makes sense to share costs. We have linear channels that get paid, so why wouldn't you? And the scheme, and I'm saying scheme, I don't mean that in a negative way. The scheme was kind of went under Bob Chapek, but Bob Iger has done nothing to minimize that. For example, Slumber Party premiered on Disney Channel on Thursday, then Disney Plus on Friday. There's no reason to premiere a DCOM on a Thursday when Friday's usually a night for children's television, but they did it so it could be on Disney Plus on Friday. And if they were really hiding it, I think there might be more to it. But I think it's pretty clear what they've been doing. What they're doing, it is publicly. You can look. It's not like they're hiding it. Don't pay. It's not on Disney Channel. Don't pay. It's literally on television, so it's there. It's maybe not the most straightforward way to do things, but I don't know that it's not like Enron.
Well, didn't they also have the structure where it was purposely split between like money and creation? So isn't it all purposely mixed together?
I mean, it was, and then they still called out, specifically because Disney Plus was such a major part of the balance sheet, what they were spending on Disney Plus. But the whole point was, that they weren't doing that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not a legal scholar. I don't know I haven't read the complaint specifically, but
it's like the third one of the same type.
Well, and sometimes they do this just to do it, right? I mean, what the heck? It doesn't,
It's only lawyer fees.
Right, exactly. And the lawyer's probably doing it, on a contingency. So
thank you. Appreciate the business talk. All right. Before we get on, yes, go ahead.
Haunted Mansion. There's a book coming out tomorrow by Claudia Gray. Star Wars fans will be well familiar with her writing, but yeah, there's this. It's a young adult book, so you're talking 6th, 7th grade level, but it's set in the mansion. So a storm is coming, and Audrey and her friends have to save the mansion and its ghosts, but she's caught up in this little romance triangle. Ooh.
Is there like a whole subgenre of YA set in theme parks that I just don't know anything, like Kingdom Keepers?
I mean, more and more. I would say you're seeing them, but yeah. So yeah, it comes out. So if you purchase it today on Amazon, right, it'll be there, pop up in your Kindle tomorrow. They also have an Audible book available as well. So ta-da.
Do they actually have a physical media available?
Yes, you can buy hardcover. Sorry, I know people like Mike like to hug their books.
There's an audio.
Yep. Oh, that's audiobook. See, I said Audible as if that's like just everybody just buys Audible, but no, there's other.
Well, I think it probably is, but yeah. But I think they probably have the actual CDs. Who knows?
And if you haven't had a chance to check out the little golden books based on Disney attractions, those are actually available through Libby, which is the digital library out there. If you have a library card, chances are you can register with your local library for a digital library option, so you can check out audiobooks and various other publications digitally. So yeah, like I say, the Disney Golden Books like Haunted Mansion are available through that system if you wanted to take a peek at them.
Rebekah, as someone in our Star Wars department, obviously Mike Celestino is vice president of Star Wars, but I feel like you would be in the Star Wars department. What did you think of Ahsoka Episode 3?
It was nice. I enjoyed it. I like explorations of the Jedi. I like that it is still moving along the path that I'm hoping we continue, and that is that there's this reality to the Force that the Jedi tried to define, but maybe were flawed in their definitions or their applications in some ways, and so that's why Ahsoka has this unique walk that isn't necessarily the same as the one we saw Obi-Wan on, and that type of thing. I love those types of philosophical explorations. I really am frustrated that the quest wasn't resolved. I want the quest to be resolved and then move forward from the quest. I'm not a big fan of the quest. So I mean,
the ABC show from the aughts.
It's like, we're looking for this guy. Okay, find him, and then let's see what happens once you found him. But so I don't want this to end. I don't want episode 8, the last scene, to be, oh, and there's the blue guy we've been looking for.
As Mike and Sarah talked about it on Who's the Boss, the Force Awakens of Luke Skywalker, where it ends with him making his appearance, and then which was remember that whole thing, like he was in on the table reads and everything. Everyone just assumed he was a big part of it, and then the movie actually comes out and he just has this appearance right at the end. Freeform celebrates an eerie epic anniversary, 25 years of chills and thrills with 31 nights of Halloween.
Yeah, let's count how many times they're going to be airing Hocus Pocus. My bet is at least 25.
Okay, let's check this out. Challenge accepted. Well, so we're looking at the 3 that they show there. Of course, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, and that great Halloween movie Encanto.
Not Coco, Encanto.
Let us count the Hocus Pocus. There's October 1st, kicking it off. Again on October 3rd, October 7th, October 8th, October 9th, October 13th, October 14th. Oh, wait, but that's the Pop and Knowledge edition.
I think that still counts.
Yes.
It does. October 15th, October 17th, October 19th, October 21st, October 22nd, October 23rd, 26th, 28th, 30th, and twice on Halloween. 13 showings.
That's it. Wow. They're really holding back this year.
But they had to go with that number of 13.
That was clever. It probably says that in the headline now that I just had to count. But no, it doesn't. Encanto, sadly, only gets one showing, the Freeform premiere on October 22nd. I feel like that's when they're premiering it, and they just shoved it into this Halloween thing.
It's usually a pretty successful time.
Correction, it's 17 times.
Oh, did I forget how many times I did this?
That's still
And I think
fewer
it's-
than in the past. I'm pretty sure they've topped 20 before.
Did you count it twice on the 31st? Are you sure it's not 18? Okay.
I'm surprised they're not showing.
No, I'm sorry, it's 18.
Hocus Pocus
It's
too,
18.
Okay.
It's
It
18.
is 18.
including the whatever and whatever edition.
Last year, 31 Nights of Halloween levitated Freeform to the #1 ranking among primetime cable networks in entertainment across adults 18 to 34, women 18 to 34, and women 18 to 49, excludes news and sports. So news and sports. So this is a
Thank
huge, huge thing every year for Freeform. But with that, let's get on. Be trying not to laugh.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna get fired for like a 6th straight time. But
All right, our first one comes to us from a Benji. Don't forget, you too can send us a pocket pic by just putting a message in our StreamYard private chat, and we will.
Oh, what is this?
Are you guys hearing it?
44-minute pocket pick. All right, I'm just gonna.
We're not going to show it all. What is this, Benji?
Okay, so I want to tell you how I discovered it. So I was doing a Bob Barker look, and then that transitioned to Drew Carey, which transitioned to Whose Line Is It Anyway? And I see on Colin Mockery's Wikipedia, it says he appeared in a movie called The Magical Gathering for the Canadian Broadcasting Company. I was like, I thought it was going to be like a Hallmark movie. No, it was like an hour-long special promoting magical gatherings in like 2003.
Did
And
you see
so
the
he's
last
like
name
this-
that showed, Doobie?
Sorry?
Did you see the last name that it showed?
No.
Go back real quick.
Well, I fast forwarded far. Who was it?
Oh. Like, go back to back when I was showing people's names. Like right before Magical Gatherings. Sorry.
Right.
Doobie needs to see this. It's important.
All right. Well, you can still talk while I figure this out.
And it's not a movie; it's a Disney special, and it stars Colin Mockery as this guy who like has a hissy fit at his Apple II, and like gets zapped into the Magic Kingdom, where like two violinists suddenly serenade him. As I presume I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I presume he gets to learn about the joy of magic, and then he does improv in front of the sorcerer hat with people who look like they should be at Magic Kingdom in 1988, but this was 2003, and and then that's his child, who plays a younger version of himself, and he gets to learn how to have fun again because he had it. Now, granted, he zapped into the park, so he didn't have to pay for a ticket, so that probably makes it better. But yeah, it's the strangest thing. And so I sent it to the Walt Disney Archives, and I asked for more information, and I got it. OMG, I've never heard of this. Too bad our D23 Weird Disney presentation is locked. But I would not be surprised if you see this at the Weird Disney presentation at Expo.
When you show the archive something that they've never heard of, you've done something. And so I put the link to this in the chat for everyone except Facebook, where it gave an error for some reason. Go check it out. Now you got some weekend watching. 2,300. This was posted 8 years ago. Only 2,300 people have seen it.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. Exactly. The Magical Gathering.
Dave Thomas was in it. As Doobie just learned that there's more than one Dave Thomas, and that is not the Wendy's founder.
How do you know it's not the Wendy's one, though?
When you watch,
Because it's a
Rutland
Canadian
Bear,
television
did you think
special.
Wendy's founder was working with Rick Moranis as Rutten 2.
No, that's where this came up with Disney Trivia Live. Okay, I was kidding. I know there's more than one Dave Thomas.
Are you sure?
Okay. Yes. A lot of times I'm dumb. Not this time. In that particular time.
Has Kitty
Other
never
times-
gotten stuck in a high chair at a Wendy's?
Thanks, Ed. Appreciate you telling stories here. All right, let us play. Stay on, Ben. Why not? But let other people have a chance. Let us play This Day in Disney History. On this day.
Well, the other day, man, he went perfect. That was impressive.
He did. I feel like he's going to do it again today. Sorry, I forgot to get pictures for each of these as I went, so I'm going to be a little slower than usual.
Yeah.
On this day in 2003, let's give Kai Kai a chance with this one. Disney legend. 2003. Okay, no, that's not right.
1903?
I'm so bad at this. That's not right either. Maybe he died in 2003. Let me look it up. Sorry.
I know it's a he.
1924. So close. On this day.
So wait, is this a birth date or death date?
This is a birth date, 1924. He was named a Disney legend in 2003. So
Okay.
wrote down the wrong thing. I was watching Only Murders in the Building. That takes a lot of concentration. As Benji discovered yesterday. Anyway, this person was born 1924, Disney legend, 2003, Love Bug, Little Mermaid, Kai Kai. Go ahead, Benji, do the motion. I know you want to. Rebekah, you want to help him out?
Scuttle.
Scuttle is correct. Buddy Hackett himself.
That's what I thought.
See,
I just wasn't sure, like, because I didn't know never seen Love Bug, but I did watch by happenstance Shapoopy yesterday. So,
by the way, this image is from the Mad World. This is not from Love Bug.
Sorry about that. Like I said, I did not prepare images like I normally do, so I'm searching as I go.
Yeah, because
Apologies.
that's Jim Backus, that's Mickey Rooney. That would be Mad World.
you could say that Doobie just can't hack it.
Very nice. Very nice. But Benji feels the need to act like a bird every time we talk about Buddy Hackett.
We saw Buddy Hackett.
Because that's what Buddy Hackett did when he was in attendance at the El Capitan Little Mermaid sing-along. He decided to let us all know that he was Scuttle by being a seagull throughout the theater.
Have you ever heard my parents talk about Buddy Hackett?
No, I haven't. I'll have to do that someday.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hear it?
Nope.
All right. On this day in 1990, the debut album on Disney's Hollywood Records for a group. I'm going to give Kyle a chance to guess the group. If not, I'm going to give him a hint.
Queen?
Okay, not Queen. Here's the hint. I'm just going to say
Debut
5
on
words.
Hollywood.
I'm going to say 5 words. Positive attitude reflecting today's youth.
Wow. Deep cut, Doobie. Deep cut.
It's not Children of the Kids of the Kingdom or
So close.
Up with People.
Forgive me if, again, I have chosen the wrong image. I've never actually seen this group. I've only heard. But The Party, the famous The Party, made their debut on this day in 1990. And yesterday I learned Party stands for Positive Attitude Reflecting Today's Youth.
I'm sure they went with that first, and then they're like, "Oh,
That's those Party.
Do you know that NSYNC is actually made up of the last letter of each of their first names?
I did." Didn't they change somebody's name to make it work?
Yeah, it's like Lanston instead of just like Lance.
So The Party was made up of members of the new MMC, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, you can keep on top of what they're up to with Always in the Club on Instagram. They're very active on Instagram, and they're still out there performing The Party. Unfortunately, we lost Tiffany in recent years. But the rest of the crew, Chase and Dee Dee and Damon, perform. I know there's other names, but I'm sorry, they're not all popping into my head right away.
Have they changed what the acronym stands for since they're still performing? Is it still today's youth or is it today's?
They know they're
Social
plugged in.
Security.
It's now PAR-Z.
Because I'm pretty sure they're eligible for Golden Bachelor now, if I'm not mistaken.
As we all are.
As we all
are. Like I said, that was really hurtful when I was looking at the cast of the Golden Bachelor and realizing that they are much closer in age to me than the usual Bachelor contenders are. I was like, ouch.
Did you notice that one of them is Matt James's mother?
I did learn that. I was like, why does that woman look so familiar? And then, it's because it's Matt's mom. So yeah, so that'll be fun.
Contestant, his mother.
Yeah. We will be doing Golden Bachelor recaps here, just as we did Claim to Fame. We will not. Actually, I'm far more interested in Golden Bachelor than I am in the normal Bachelor, though. I might actually check it out.
See, check it out. The party, you can go on a cruise with them. Well, it's a yacht cruise, September 15th. See, down in Tampa. I would do that. See Albert and Jamie and Damon and Chase. I'd totally do that.
I'm thinking like a cruise, cool, like a Star Trek cruise.
No. This is like a
just
dinner
yacht cruise.
buffet, drinks, and performance. That's fun.
Right. On this day in 2004, a sequel straight to video. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't know. Continue.
10 years after the original.
10 years after the original. Okay, so then is that Lion King? Is this 1.5?
No.
Oh. 3, 2, 5?
Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
In New Pendy.
No one saw it. Not a single.
When did
person.
1.5 come out?
I saw it. I'm a big fan. Lion King 1.5 came out 2008.
All right, let's play. Did Benji get it right? Lion King 1.5 came out in 2004. Loser. All right, on this day.
So the same year as 2?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, that's interesting that it says the same year as 2. So I'm wondering if
That's
I'm
why
wrong
I was
with-
confused, because like I remember being in high school when I saw something for 1.5, because I wouldn't have watched it VHS.
I think 2. I think that it was like a special edition for 2. It was like the re-release because it came out originally.
Yeah, that must
before,
be the case.
Before I graduated high school, like 98.
Yeah, Simba's Pride came out in 1998.
Yeah.
But 2004, not the same date. So it must have been a special edition or something. So my mistake. Thank you, this Stan Disney history.
So I was closer with my answer.
Again, always in the building. Lots of focus. Next time I turn it off before I do this Stan Disney history. On this day in 2007, Epcot lost the classic.
Horizon?
Far more important than Horizon. Far more important.
World of
Far more.
later. I don't know.
Is it an attraction?
No.
Living Seas.
Is
I
it
mean, a classic.
restaurant?
Like, yes,
A
Epcot has
lawn?
not been the same. It is a restaurant. And it was
Oh,
replaced by
Alfredo's?
a travesty. Alfredo's, exactly right. The best of Epcot closed on this day in 2007. Created by the direct descendants of Alfredo de Lilio, the inventor of the fettuccine Alfredo, the best fettuccine Alfredo in the world. And I'm so sad. Every
So
time
I
go
remember
to Epcot,
going
it's
there
no
as a
longer
kid, and it was good. But the thing I remember most is that it had one of those seats where it was just one big circle and like a little stick in the middle. Don't know why that stands out to me.
the thing to remember.
And that they still have a location in Manhattan. So if
You have a
you
reason to go to New York.
really need that Alfredo, you can look and find Alfredo de Roma in Manhattan. By the way, it was this week that I learned that the Brennan family is credited with the origination of Bananas Foster. So Disney used to have like the Alfredo,
Are you
the
surprised
family
you not
behind
read her
Alfredo, the Alfando was the family behind Banana Foster.
So is there an Alfredo? If it's De Roma, is there one in Roma?
I can't recall if the one in Roma is still. I went on a deep dive one time. I went down a rabbit hole looking to see if there were still other. I think there may be one in Roma, and then I found out that they still had one in Manhattan. I think because I had friends in Italy who were asking for suggestions on where to eat, and so my first thought was, I wonder if the original Alfredo's is there. So yeah. So and then it sent me on a rabbit hole.
More time, productivity away from Americans. Rabbit holes or TikTok?
I don't use TikTok.
There you go. Rabbit holes is the answer. Finally, on this day in 2009.
Only one of us can have that addiction.
On this day in 2009, an announcement was made of a major event, bigger than the closing of Alfredo's. What was that?
An announcement of a major event?
a major thing occurred. It was announced on this day. Because of the way these things work, it didn't actually occur till later, but this was the announcement.
Okay, so was it an acquisition?
It may have been.
So that would have been. So it's 2009. So I'm just moved to.
Remember my track record on these. I may be wrong on something.
I know it's okay. There's only so many of them. I guess I'll just go through them. Was that one Pixar?
That was 5.
Okay. So then is it Star Wars? No, it's Marvel.
That's just wonderful.
Marvel. Or Play-Doh.
Not Play-Doh, not Penguin, Club Penguin. This was the Marvel acquisition, $4 billion on this day in 2009. The company has never been the same. You think they've made their money back on that one? Jeez, that scared me.
He got scared of Ahsoka. I don't know.
Congratulations to Remy Yamamoto, named VP Media Relations for Disney Entertainment Television, according to Deadline.
And according to laughingplace.com.
Really? Do we have that already?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it pop up.
That's some new
Sure,
character
so
posters
change
for
something.
Ahsoka.
Oh, by the
I
way,
don't
thank
know.
you to somebody for the Hasbro toys, but I don't know who to thank, but somebody sent me a Hasbro toy.
This was free.
Thank you.
Thank that person for.
Yeah,
the
thank you.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. It was posted 22 minutes ago. Wendy
The
Nix is
posters
leaving
are cool, though.
ESPN. I don't want to show the
Also true.
posters because there's some spoilers, kind of minor spoilers in the Ahsoka posters.
What's
in
the
this last
spoiler?
episode.
Who the characters are.
Yeah.
I don't know those
I mean, if they
characters.
appear in the episode, like
Yeah.
they exist. Okay.
Well, but if you're not everyone's watching Rebels, so I think it's fair to say it's a spoiler if you haven't watched Rebels and to preserve that.
Okay.
That's why I chose not to show them. All right. Nothing new on the Twitterville. I keep thinking today's Friday, but it's not. So we will be back tomorrow.
Oh,
to do this
one more
video.
day before a 3-day weekend. Are we doing a show on Monday, Doobie?
Oh, it's Labor Day, right? You expect me to labor
Can't do
on
labor
Labor
on
Day?
Labor Day.
No, that would be. It's almost illegal. I'm pretty sure.
It's only if you spell it with a U.
Thanks so much, Rebekah, for Avatar and Dora the Explorer rides coming to Nickelodeon Universe, but not the blue kind.
No, the regular, the normal, original
Airbender.
kind.
The Airbender. That's from
Airbender.
Attractions Magazine. All right, folks, thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Rebekah and Benji, for taking time out of your busy days to be with Kai Kai and the Doobster. And we'll be back tomorrow.